Alright, hello and welcome to another Modern stream. We're going to be playing a little bit of Control deck. Today is actually Legacy Wednesday, but you know they're gonna ban stuff in Legacy on Monday. So I don't really feel like playing a format that is going to be completely irrelevant, and it's also not very enjoyable because it's all Lurrus decks. So we're gonna be playing some control decks. This is kind of what I've been playing in Legacy. So we're gonna port it over to Modern, and this is my current list of Ice Wurg with, of course, Yorion in the sideboard. We have some value in the form of cards that draw cards. We have Ren to kind of get value with our lands, make us hit our land drops, and hopefully we find our one of Lonely Sandbar. We can cycle that, and it's gonna be sweet. Counter magic, removals, sweepers, planeswalkers, what you would come to expect from an Udo Yorion Control deck. So we're gonna fire off a league. Let's go. Interasmus. Deport you, parrot. There's this amount of combo. Would you play Dovin's Veto? I mean, you can build this deck however you want. Freedmania. I think that our combo matchup could be okay. Like, we could play Dovin's Veto. We could play stuff like Flusterstorm and stuff like that. I'm choosing to go with Dispute because I see more Yorion and Lurrus decks than combo decks. But it's possible that, you know, it can be whatever you want, really. Can be whatever the hell you want. Ice Fang is kind of low-key an incredible draw there. So we're playing against, I would say, Jund. It could be Shadow. It could be Shadow. Yeah, it is Shadow. Okay, so we're probably gonna get stopped here. It's a play that you don't see often. Oh. Thought Scar instead. That's a lot less bad for us. Cool. No discard spell from Shadow is great for us. Croxa. I think I'm gonna discard the Mana Leak here. I think it's the worst card in my hand. I want to make sure I hit my land drops because, like, give it enough time, like, we're going to be able to get there. We can still play a Snack. Next turn, we're going to have access to Archmage's Charm, or if they tap out, we just cast a Fairy and the game is kind of over. We just have mono 2-for-1s in hand. So this is probably a K command, I would imagine. Shadow seems really bad right now since everyone else is slow to the ground with Lurrus. Yeah, I would imagine Shadow not being great against this kind of deck. Oh, they tapped out. Sick. With Force of Negation backup? Oh, this is just the dream. This is just a dream. So if they play something relevant, we snap Mana Leak it. If they don't play something relevant, we draw 2. We put snap the Archmage's Charm back on top. All good plays all the time. They could get that Croxa, then we would probably discard Force of Negation and just bounce it. Yeah, if their line is just like recast the Croxa, I think that we're doing really well here. In fact, it might have been probably a much better line for my opponent to go Lurrus into Shadow there. Yep, now they exile the Shadow. Now we just get value from the Fairy. Yeah, I don't like that line from our opponent, I don't think. Like, this is just too easy for us to answer. Too easy. Thoughtseize. Yeah, it's fine. We can put the Archmage's Charm back on top and we can cycle into it. Take Snapcaster Mage instead. Interesting. Play the Croxa. Draw 2 cards. Nice. Good stuff. One, two, three, four. Kill my Teferi? Oh man. Shadow. Well, we just kill that shadow if we want. Do we want to kill that shadow? Ho, 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 ho. Oh, baby. So we can take, I think I'm gonna take this chance to resolve Big Tef. We're gonna minus on the shadow. And I guess they can have Snapcaster or Bolt to kill Teferi, but like if they go Lurrus plus Croxa, we just discard the Uro, then we get back Croxa. Okay, so that's just gonna Snapcaster Bolt. That's pretty good for them for sure. It's pretty good for them for sure. But it is like now they cannot deploy something like the Lurrus or other threat. Definitely good for them to do that there. What are they doing? They don't have double black. They tapped wrong. Force of Negation. So we know our opponent is drawing a Death Shadow because they didn't shuffle. I can just take this turn to play a Yorion. I could alternatively draw 2. I think I like to draw 2, then Uro. Because I mean, we knew, of course, that we were going to get there, you know. Although actually, we can just hold on to this Uro for. Yeah, I think we're just gonna chill here actually. Because we can, I like to hold the Uro to pitch the Croxa, so that then on our next turn we can just hard cast the Uro instead of having to discard to it. AED 5 AM. How's it going? Lurrus. Just counter that guy. Last card in hand for them is a shadow. Thank you for those follows. Ahmed Nick and Bax Maceta. Thank you for that. Now we're just gonna take over with Udo. How? Did they shuffle? I minused on the Death Shadow, right? Am I crazy? That is very, very weird. Ice Sphinx, Snapcaster. Rain and 6. Okay, that's gonna be next turn. Is this second from the top or third from the top? Third from the top, okay. So I guess I miscounted. So like the one card that I didn't know was precisely that. So now they have a shadow as the last card in hand. That's what it is. Imagine they're gonna recast the Croxa here. I'm gonna pitch this Force of Negation to it. And then they're gonna have a shadow. Has Wizard of the Coast ever completely changed a mechanic via errata? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think it has ever changed. It has ever happened like that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we can steal. We can field them to fix our mana. Then we can Ren plus. I definitely don't want to minus because that allows them to recast their Lurrus. And I want to steal their shadow because if I steal their shadow, they just don't have a clock anymore. I think I'm gonna go after the red sources. Seem easier to exhaust. Red green. Ren plus on Lonely Sandbar. I think we should steal the Shadow Wreck now. Well, they don't have counter magic. Bubble. That's like an insane draw for them, right? That's kind of an insane draw for them. The good thing is that they can't really attack. And I didn't attack with the Euro there because I don't want the Shadow to die, because that means that they can recast it. So thank you for the follow. Morgan Sedent. Okay, so drawing 2 with the bubble. I think we're just going to take over here unless something very, very weird happens. LOL. LOL. L. So we're just gonna get a flooded strand here. I guess we should have gotten a Field of Ruin. That would have been better. Swing with Uro. Gain life, kill my own shadow. Classic. I guess now we just path the Lurrus, and it's a lot better. Uh-huh. Path the Lurrus. Now they have nothing. We're gonna get Yorion, Blink, or Astrolabe, I guess. Cycle on damage step, just to show him, you know? Oh, sure, we'll get more value. I'm okay with this. Could have minus and snap to force. Yeah, I mean, I'm more interested in actually pathing the Lurrus, because then they cannot K-Command or unearth it again. So I still think I'd rather go for what I did. Maybe it's wrong. Planes. I mean, we just win this game in so many ways. I'm surprised my opponent is not conceding, considering they are actually 3 minutes under on clock. Not very sure why we're seeing no concession. No, they even if they stack their deck, they can't win. There's no combination of cards that they could be playing that would take them out of this. Which is why I'm surprised that they're not conceding, considering they are pretty far behind on clock. Like they play Croxa and they're still literally dead on board. The only card that kills Yorion for 1 mana is Dismember, which means that they're still dead to the Ren Ping. So again, I'm going to discard the card that they know about it. They know about this because of the bubble. Not giving them any free info. Flying Bird Serpent. Whee! Yeah, they just wasted a minute and a half for no reason. Anyway, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So we want Purges, we don't want Gusts. I thought this was a Veil of Summer. Veil of Summers. And I'm pretty torn on Ashiok. It could kind of go either way. They're probably better than Forces. I'll list a couple. Then just have 1 bolt for value. Oh, dispute. That's better than bolt. Whoops. Okay. My bad. Dispute, definitely better than bolt. So, yep. Sand is a keep. how I like the red or black splash more so far. I think I had like the red splash a little bit better. I think that Ren is very good in this kind of deck. First league with the deck. I mean, I played the league with this deck last week, but it's the first league today, if that's what you're asking. It is the first league today. Astrolabe. That's better than shocking and playing Abundant Growth. Prismatic Vista, not so good. How did I go last week? We went 4-1 with this version. We played multiple, you can find them on YouTube. We played multiple leagues with trying out different splashes. So we played the league without playing white, with all 4 colors without white, all 4 colors without black, which is this list, which is the one that I like best, and all 4 colors without red. And no, I'm not playing around Boyle because my opponent's playing islands themselves. So I don't think that I don't think they're going to be running Boyle over there. Yeah, don't worry about it, Metnik. Celestial Purge. Okay. I definitely want to cantrip first here. If they want to stop here, I'm probably pretty happy. Okay, that's something that we can cycle. So we're gonna use Vista to cycle. Like this version 2, have been looking more at Ecoronen's list. Yeah. I mean, the idea from this deck, when I put it together, it's because I actually stole. I mean, I didn't steal. Ecoron just gave me his list for a legacy event, and I did very well with it, and I enjoyed playing the list a lot. So he gave me his list, and then, oh yeah, this is excellent for us. We're gonna be able to purge this, get rid of it for good, and yeah, and I think it's a cool way to play basically in Modern. So somebody asked on stream, can you port this deck to Modern? And I'm like, maybe you can. And that's how it kind of became a thing. Boyle would be hilarious. Yeah, just Armageddon. Just like, nobody has lands. You know? No lands for me, no lands for you, no lands for nobody. Oof, that's a pretty great draw. So we're gonna play field, then tap for green, Abundant Growth here, and then purge the cat. So now Yorion will be a 5 mana for 5 ancestral at a minimum. So thought he's taking Snapcasters. It's not horrible. It's okay. Okay, no mountain. They actually milled the mountain with Thought Scour, so I'm gonna destroy the Steam Vents. Just gonna prevent them from. Oof, that's just strip mine. Whew, alright. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. I should have gone a green sword. It doesn't matter. Like our mana's perfect. They're probably gonna crack Spellbomb EOT, I assume. Now we're playing Legacy. Yeah, just like Wasteland you, no big deal. They could Death Shadow into Boil to lock up the game. Yeah, I mean, if my opponent is so next level that they're playing Boil in their deck, in their blue base deck, then I have nothing but respect for them, and they have rightfully earned their victory. Yep. All the Thoughtseize in the world cannot save you from the... I guess that we could get got by this Disdainful Stroke or something here. It wouldn't surprise me if they have this Disdainful Stroke. But if they don't, the game is actually just over. Mystical Dispute. Snapcaster, Thoughtscour themselves. Okay, yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing. Yep. Bird, Serpentine. This card is so silly. My opponent is a fighter, though. Guess they still want to play. So we have Source to Plowshares with upside. I guess it's not an upside in this matchup. Actually, the fact that Source to Plowshares could make them gain life, it's an upside for us. But and we have Ashiok. We also have a 2-turn clock. That's a good attack from them. That's a good attack because of Lightning Bolt. Cycle an Earth. They have literally nothing to get back with an Earth. Not even a Croxa. Brutal. Okay, so they're gonna go Dismember here. Yep. Tap out though. Purge. It's pretty solid. So let's... I guess we're gonna lead on land. Just play around Dispute because we can. To fetch him, or not. I was gonna say you have to fetch a response, or maybe not. That's also cool. Pass to exile there. And oh yeah, classical fetch in the face of Ashiok. And now we're gonna mill ourselves. Try to find an Uro. Oh, our Mystic Sanctuary is gone, damn it. Self-mill strategy did not work out. I guess we have Jace, so I'm gonna leave the Dispute right there where it is. I mean, this is how my opponent wins, right? This is exactly how they win. I think it's correct for me to mill myself again. Archmage's Charm is good though. It's a good one though. Fetch a green source, Sanctuary, Archmage's Charm on top. They can bolt Ashiok, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's fine. How do you feel about no BNR for Modern? I think Modern is fine. Like, I think Modern is the only format that can actually get fixed, basically. I think the other formats are Legacy and Vintage cannot be fixed, and Pioneer and Standard I can't really speak of. So they don't have access to Snapcaster. Snapcaster Bolt. I'm gonna mail myself again here. There we go. So we're going to... What should we start with? I guess we start with Udo, gives us more info. Ren, Icefang, Ashiok, Yorion, and the Flatshan or whatever. That's why you mail yourself. Big Tef. Okay. Big Papa Teferi. So we kind of don't have time to play around Dispute. I guess that I'm gonna do this right now. Because he plays around Snapcaster. Oh, I guess that we exile this WD. Never mind. So I guess you should have done this in upkeep. Oh, that resolved. Easy game, easy life. Easy game, easy life. We were still not dead, right? Because we had access to Bolt. We could fetch Steam Vents, Bolt them, and then... Scar the card, 2 damage to any target. Yeah, you got it. You got my Lightning Bolt. Good effort. Good effort. Grow in my shadow. I'm a fan of my Shadow Yorion. Yeah, we have all the combos, like Uro plus Death Shadow. Great combo. Death Shadow without any black sources. This is top tier deck construction. My opponent's all about the no concession life. Bolt my face. Okay. Fetch land. Okay. We draw Cryptic. Okay, yeah, this game's been down for a while, but our opponent just insists on not. Counter. Okay, they didn't even have my fun. They didn't even let me have my fun. Yeah, if you didn't know about that, like that is exactly the kind of matchup that we want to face. So anyway, I can find the Sweet Naya deck you played against Reduke. Your latest tweet has the current deck you're playing now. Yeah, thank you, the Mosian, for posting on YouTube. Yeah, but yeah, we played a great We played a great match against Reed. We got a little bit unfortunate. I think that if we had been able to find an Astral Drift, we would have won that game. But we only saw one, and the other three were sitting in the bottom 15. The bottom 15 cards of our deck, which is unfortunate. But yeah, in my YouTube, I've been brewing that deck for a while now. Wamba combo is who we'll paired against. Concede with response to the, I was like, yeah, it was more like a cast Snapcaster Mage, hold priority, concede. Tight play from opponent. Tight play. Okay. I mean, if we're playing against... I think I'm going to keep this hand. If we're playing against... Oh, we're playing against John. I was going to say if we're playing against the burn deck, this hand is incredible. But it's fine. I mean, as long as our mana comes together, this hand is going to be really, really good. Gutfalk of streamer. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, Ab and Nick. If that's Polish, I am sorry to disappoint you, but I don't speak a word of it. Oh, it's Danish. Oh, okay. My bad, my bad. I hope that you folks are saying nice things. Please, please, nothing inappropriate, but as a foreign language speaker myself, I always welcome other languages. Your name is Polish, so never, yeah, fair. Yeah, my last name is Polish too. Good choice of streamer. Oh, welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're probably playing against either Black-Green or Jund. Those are the two options that I would see here. Any land would be the best possible draw right here. So I'm gonna be taking more damage, but I'm probably not gonna fetch, even if it helps my odds just a tiny bit. I would love to be able to cast this Arcanist on turn 2, basically. This Did I say Arcanist? I meant to say Lightning Helix. That's hilarious. I saw an Arcanist coming in and I changed what I was saying. That's hilarious. Yeah. Land? Fetch land? Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cast this Archmage's Charm for a while, but that's okay. They can't even flash anything back, so I'm not too scared of this guy. I will take one. Yeah. Arcanist is an interesting choice for a John deck. Like, how many 1-drops do they have? Like 4 bolts, 4 inquisitions, 2 thoughtseize, maybe 3. I don't know. Not too hot on that. Arcanist Life. Opponent. It's kind of sad that the card that I would like to be able to fetch the most is Temple Garden, and none of these cards can find that. So my mana is going to be a little bit awkward. I think I'm going to have to fetch for... this is going to be a basic place, and this is going to be a Steam Vents. Oh, my opponent is restarting the client. Maybe they're experiencing some lag over there. All right, Madnik, thanks for hanging out. Is Gleambark Rock actually viable again with Lurrus? Yeah, Daniel Gottschall, who is Ghoul Dukat in Magic Online, who is a very, very good moto grinder. He actually top 8'd the other day with Black-Green. His list was cool, playing 4 Hex Drinkers. Okay, slamming the Lurrus. So another alternative is to... Now, I was considering fetching for a Hallowed Fountain end step and just pathing the Lurrus, and then next turn we can hold up Archmage's Charm. But it's so bad if my opponent finds a removal spell. So I think we're gonna stick to that plan. So we're just gonna Helix. Steam Vents. We're totally gonna draw a Ren. It's gonna make me very, very sad, but it's fine. So we're gonna Helix here. And then on their upkeep, I'm gonna pass the Lurrus. What? What is this? They're paying costs. PogChamp. All right. So I guess that's what my opponent's about. It's a fine draw, actually. We can't Udo plus Path, and it's priority number 1 is for us to get rid of this guy. So we're just going to play this tapped. And then on their upkeep. I guess they could have Blossoming Defense or something like that. I think I'm just going to Path right now. Pretty awkward, actually. But I don't want to get got by like a stupid Blossoming Defense or whatever. I should run deck, but it's a lot online. We already have them in paper. Yeah, Ren is a ridiculous price right now. And unfortunately, I tried playing Live from Below instead and stuff like that, and it's not even remotely close. Like, the difference between both decks is so massive. If your deck has Ren versus if your deck doesn't have Ren, it's too big of a difference, unfortunately. We're gonna get back Bolt here, that's fine. I could have forced the Bolt the first time around. I don't think it's worth it. I'm more concerned about something like a discard spell. Like now with Udo and stuff, unless they have Become Immense or something, I would definitely force a Become Immense. But like this, bolts and mutagenic growths are probably not gonna do enough, I don't think. So I guess I'm gonna fetch a Temple Garden. No, I actually, oof, okay. Goif, that's a little bit more problematic. I think I would love to be able to fetch Temple Garden, but I think I have to make sure I can cast a card in my hand. Brutal. Story of this game. Has been how bad this mana is when you don't draw an Astrolabe or oh wow. We're playing white too. Maybe some Tribal Flames action? Huh? That would be interesting. They shocked. Okay, so Shadow. Shock for no reason 100% of the time means Death Shadow. Faith's Reward or Lingering Souls. Faith's Reward is probably not a good sketch. So next turn we can Snake plus Force. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Actually, that's true. You can actually cast something else. Okay, so we're gonna have to Force here. Probably pitching the Teferi. Okay, so Udo is a lot better now. Udo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving the path in the yard because of Snapcaster, obviously. Force. That's an okay draw. We should be able to turn the corner here. Hola Yamsk, ¿cómo te va? I think we should be able to turn the corner here. Thanks to this Force of Negation, which is going to make my opponent's attacks very, very awkward. They definitely flood it super hard. They definitely flood it super, super hard. Yeah, I remember when the Moraster Swift Spear, that kind of deck was. Do I want to dismember this? Yeah, I think I do. Pitching Ice Fang, which is rough, but I think it's better than pitching Charm. Yeah, when that deck was all the rage, I remember that I played it a little bit, not too much, but I played a little bit, and yeah, when you flooded fairly often. It was pretty rough. I think we won't time. I'm actually not sure if we want timely actually, because like we're rarely gonna be able to gain the life. So 3 mana, 3/1/1s is probably not gonna cut it. On the verdicts, I do want the fairies. Helix is on bold. They looked awkward right there, but I think I still want them. Couple of forces seem fine. Big mana tap seems rough. Probably don't want big mana to fairy. Do we not want Ren? Could see shaving one Ren. Nah, Ren is better than a Malik. I don't think I want Veil against this kind of deck. They're probably like 4 Thoughtseize and that's it. So just be it Principe with humans, nice. Back when Nakatl was playable, yeah, I know. F's in chat for those who remember that Wild Nakatl was actually banned in Modern at one point. Opponent's name on brand with what they're playing, kind of, right? Yeah, this hand seems solid. Wild Nakatl was banned in Modern. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. How wild is that? It's definitely not very Nakatl, but it's definitely wild. Probably gonna take the path here. That's a pretty good one for my opponent to not know about. That's a pretty good one for my opponent to not know about. So we're gonna get second main phase Arcanist, Pog. Yeah, that Thoughtseize is gonna be pretty good. So they're gonna get to take my verdict. That's a shadow. Yes. Getting Hallowed Fountain here. So we're probably gonna have to take Temple Garden here, which means my Ice Fang is not gonna be death touchy for a long time here. It's fine though. I guess they could, like, we could die here. Maybe I should have blocked the shadow. We could potentially die here. We don't, which is cool. No dying is cool. Another shadow? That's kind of annoying. It's pretty awkward. So we die to lightning bolt. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I guess that we can just block. No, we don't die to lightning bolt, but we're double chumping. So we really need to top deck any land. And if they have something like TBR or Blossoming Defense, we actually just die. I would be surprised if they have something like TBR in this matchup. Maybe the deck just can't afford to not play it. Yeah, we see it right there. Yeah, maybe it's just one of those decks that just cannot afford to not play it. Yeah, we just died with the verdict in hand. Feels bad, man. Not much we could have done, however, I don't think. Even next turn we were probably still screwed, right? So we would have, I guess we could have, if we draw a line, we're golden. No, so we would have had to Ren plus on a turn, and then we have to Helix this, and we die to a bunch of things. Yeah. Maybe with a path before we blocked. How does that change anything? Two 0 for 1 with the best deck in standard and mono. Best deck in standard. I expect that it's no other than Nyx Bloom combo, right? Ugh. I mean, this is a key, but it's pretty awkward, right? Pretty awkward hand. I think it's a keep. Nyx Bloom is tier 0. It's tier -5, I would even say. Tier -5. Good. Would love to draw fetch. 4 minutes in the queue. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it sounds a lot, right? Is standard in a good spot, you think, Bluebird? Do you think the standard is in a fine spot? Turn 1 Swifty. Your opponent hasn't joined yet. Bad beats, man. Bad beats. That was a fine draw. Oh, that was also a fine draw. So next turn we can either Gust or Ren plus. Standard is in an okay spot. Okay. I don't play the format too much, so I'm not sure. That's why I ask. Bye bye Ren. Another Thoughtseize, okay. Please play something that I can gust. Damn it. Heard companions we know are ruined, but an actively play, so who knows? Yeah, exactly. I heard that Agent of Treachery it's actually the main offender. Just kind of funny, right? Because you wouldn't expect a card like Agent of Treachery to be like that busted or anything, but apparently that's the case. Looking for an answer for this fella. Udo. I guess it's not like horrible. It's not great. Okay, so they're going to be able to replay Swifty. So I think we Jace YOLO next turn. Ooh, Bubble is rough. Bubble is pretty rough there. Yeah, they're on 4-color Shadow, like the aggro version with Swift Spears and Wild Macaddles and Lurrus. Yeah, we might actually just be dead here. Or maybe my opponent's just like making sure that they get the value. Funny that they are actually pumping the Swift Spear, because if they pump the Lurrus, they actually gain life and they don't want to. That's really funny. That is hilarious. So we die to TBR here. They just had it. All right, turn 4 kill. Step links. Yeah, I remember step links. I would imagine that they are not playing step links though. This is just because they're playing Arcanists. You have lethal, opponent, just attack me. They have exactly lethal too. My opponent says GG's, big fan of the stream. Oh, thank you, opponent. Yeah, I think that my play was gonna go Jace, Brainstorm there, hope to find a land and have Gust up for the Swift Spear. And I think we would, if we would have gotten there, I think we might have won that game. They do answer the Jace, but we don't care because we just end up and we Uro, so it's fine. Shadow Go if I my threat, Sideboard Ranger of Eos. Memories, yeah. Sideboard Ranger of Eos. I remember that actually when I bought my Mishra's Bubbles in paper, they were to play that deck. And I was pretty happy because I got them for like $2 or something, because that's what they were worth. And then they spiked like to 16 and I was blown away. And then they spiked to like 50 because it's the only logical thing to happen. Look at this opener. Isn't this deck just great? Turn 2, Death Touchy Snake or Lightning Helix. Seachrome Coast. Pog. Absolutely Pog. Very happy that opponent came to play. I guess they might have force. They don't have force. Bold my Smite ran. Aww. We're still very much fine. I think Conceal is the optimal line here. Yep, that sounds about right. Oof, nice. So if they do something we care about, this or this. If they don't, this. Fine place to be. Oh, I just realized that our opponent's name is Cadaverous Bloomer. That's awesome. For those of you that don't know, Cadaverous Bloom was probably the very first ever combo deck. And one of Magic's most, how can I describe it? Most polarizing is a fine word. One of Magic's most polarizing personalities actually played it, and I think he won a Pro Tour with it or something. They can force this Helix if they want, I don't really care. Good Malik or Ice Fang. I mean, this game is just done. Okay. No sideboarding for us, because my opponent has had enough. No matter what your opinion is on him, he built some sweet decks. Actually, it's really funny. They say that I don't know if it was a bluff or if it was. I don't remember how the story went, but apparently he managed to. The guy could play. Like he was shady, and he really made. He was the worst about Magic ever, but the guy could also play as well. So there are some matches where he is like he talked a lot when he played, of course, because that's how. Whoops, how did that even happen? That's how he pulled off his shady tricks. But there are some matches where he does some kind of nasty things, some like sick bluffs or like the showmanship. Like I really appreciate the showmanship that Mike Long had. This is what we call YOLO. This can work, or this can also not work. If it works, it's gonna be incredible. If it doesn't, we're gonna be moving on to the next game momentarily. Gundog with a Twitch Prime sub. If this had been a Utopia's Pro, I think I would have forced it actually. Land? Ooh. Thank you so much for that subscription, Gundog. Thank you for using your Prime time here. Your Twitch Prime here. You're actually the first sub of the day, I forgot to. MTGO Shuffler hates fun. Yeah, confirmed. I really want to know how you feel about the update. What do you mean? Like the BNR update? Do we care about this? I think we actually do. Excuse me. Because it's gonna make things awkward for us. Land. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay. It's awful. The item to show when you click on something it's gray and not yellow. Oh, this thing? Yeah, this is pretty awkward. I do like this though. This is not bad. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it looks okay. Another blood moon. It's okay. Everybody's just jamming Seal of Fires now. God damn it. This is brutal. All right.
Es un rejunte de sobras. ¿Querés ensalada para hacerlo más saludable?
More Seals of Fire. You can tap that island with any for any color 3 different ways. Yes, exactly. How are we gonna win this game? Us winning this game is just too funny. Us winning this game is just too funny. Bone Crusher. Maybe I should have used the Mana Leak there, actually. Never mind. I'm a genius. I am a freaking genius. So we ran plus on the Flooded Strand. You would have used Mana Leak. Yeah, it's possible that our opponent is probably like super stuck on mana, so... And that's a good stomp right there. That's a good stomp. They want to kill it right now. So Seal of Fire answers this. If they cast Obosh next turn... The last card is a spell because they've been missing land drops. So I think I have to hold. And then we're going to take 4 from the Bone Crusher Giant down to 12. And then we can bolt it on the following turn. Just fine. Yeah, it actually shows. Okay. Gonna take some damage here. Arbor Elf is not scary. Take 5. They cast nothing. It's a little bit sketch. Bold face. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we find the land here. Nice. So now we can leave plus mana leak. Ivan with the tier 1 sub. Muchas gracias, capo. 1 year. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you for that sub. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. And the support. So we can mana leak just to tap my opponent out. I don't hate it. Pillage on my land. Okay. That feeds my Uro. If they attack, I'm gonna block. My opponent is playing around literally every single thing that I'm doing. I am starting to... Like, they're either psychics or we have a nice little Ghost Arena going on here. Fortunately for us, Ghost Arena or not, we are looking pretty good here. This also fixes my mana for Blood Moon. So... Ghost Arena or not, get wrecked, but... Is it better for me to... I think it's just better for me to just put an Uro in play, right? Which we can do pretty easily. We can also Teferi minus, which makes our mana leak live, unless they draw a card. And we can Pathor on dude. I mean, it's just like, how do they beat an Uro, right? Green, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Funny thing is that they are ghosting and they're still incorrect. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, whoops. White. So that fixes all of our mana issues. Our opponent still can't attack. We are the ones attacking now. If they want to trade here, I'm happy. Because now we have all these fetches that are going to, yeah, this is just great for us. The fetches just allow us to recast Uro very easily. Oh, I should have played Abundant Growth there. Whoops. It's okay. It is okay. How did I get which logo? And you feel like Lurrus Giant is overrated? Yeah, I agree that Lurrus Giant is kind of overrated. How many land drops did we lose this game? Don't even know how many land drops we lost this game. All that I do know is that they didn't matter. Blood Moon resolves. You can't cycle Canopy anymore. Finally, we get to use our Mana Leak. Sweet, sweet. Gonna bolt my Teferi? Sure, you got it. So the only problem that I have with this is that we're gonna draw too many cards now. So we're gonna have to go to discard. Does that mean I want to wait a turn? Nah, let's go to discard. Let's go to discard, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to discard, foils. Foils? Did I just say foils? Whee! Sweet. Discard this and discard this and discard this. Why not Udo instead of Yorion? Because I just wanted to draw cards. Like we're just in the make plays at random and still we can't lose portion of the game. I have no idea why my opponent isn't conceded. So we were successfully at that point. So I'm just making plays at random because we can. I mean, I play this game because I like value, right? Just please let me have my value. I guess on the draw, Force is probably better than Mana Leak. I'll give you more value by ordering paper cards using the TCG. I think that's true. Who doesn't like value? Miss land drops for infinite turns. Doesn't matter. Still win anyway. Miss land drop for infinite turn one while your opponent makes some sketchy plays. Still win anyway. Yeah, choke is the big card here. Choke is the big card that we're trying to play around. Fortunately, no boil to be worrying about, but choke can be kind of a big deal. So having access to the fairy to bounce choke can be pretty good. Fine pickup. Gonna get stomped here probably. Doesn't matter too much. Okay. Pillage, Clothis. This is a pretty interesting turn. I think we have more white cards, so I think I'm gonna go for the safe play. We might get punished by not being able to play Rise Fang here. Would be pretty, yeah, it would be brutal. That's what I was gonna say. Mana just really not cooperating this game. This match. Magus. They're locked out of green. I mean, I'm never lucky, right? So it doesn't matter, but it's pretty funny that my opponent just purposely chose to not be able to cast green cards anymore. We have a lot of time, but we need to draw something, you know? I think it's better for me to discard the Cryptic there than the Jace, because I'm planning on pitching the Jace to this Force, and we can get back the Cryptic thanks to Mystic Sanctuary later in the game. Any land whatsoever, literally any land ever. Can we draw that? Here I really don't want to path any of these dudes because like I draw literally any land and then I can just Helix the Arbor Elf and then bolt the Magus. And we really... Like my opponent just locked themselves out. There we go. Finally. Jesus. That took way too long. Bolt me. Nice. I guess that at this point I died to double lightning bolt, so I'm just gonna allow them to use their mana again. At this point, I think that they're far behind enough that it's not going to matter too much. They also fetch with both Stomping Grounds, which is the surprising thing. They could have not cared about this, and they chose to care about it. Pog. How do we not lose this game? That's the most important thing right now. So I think we Jace. And we plus on them. The bottom, no. You can draw Utopias, bro. So next turn we fetch Ren plus get land. Opponent concedes. That's hilarious. Opponent just locking themselves out of the game with their own Magus. That is... I wish I could say that is a first, but that is not the first time that has happened. That was funny. That was a pretty funny game. Is red worth it? This card is pretty good against Burn, and this card is pretty good against all the Lurrus decks and stuff. So I think so. You could sell me on that not being the case, but it's been pretty good for us so far. I don't think the sound is incredible in the Yorion mirror, but... Oh. Okay, so we're actually in a lot of trouble. Damn. We're playing against Scapeshift. Historically, Scapeshift is just really good against control decks because it's also a control deck, but It has access to ramp, while the other control decks oftentimes do not. So like right now we're gonna go onto my opponent's turn number 3, and they have access to 3 mana, so they can slam a Jace or something, or even more than that with Growth Spiral. Yeah, we're super screwed here. Super screwed here. Five mana versus 3. This is our edge, however. Specifically, this card is the way that we can actually get back into it a little bit. So just here on end step, I'm just gonna bounce a land to their hand, just to use my mana. To hopefully tap them out a little bit. Would love to see exactly that. Mana leak off the top. Playing against the lightning bolt here. That was a great. That was a great thing for us. So then we're gonna put Cryptic on top, and we're going to. Oh wow. Okay, Tsuro. Oh, okay. Oof, that one we can beat. For a second there, I thought my opponent was gonna slam at prime time, and I'm like, woof. Am I still selling ticks? Yes. Always selling ticks. I have a reasonable amount of them. Humble brags. So yeah, if you're interested, just PM me. That's not lethal. That is not lethal. How much are ticks? If you buy them from the store, they are $1 each. $1 American, obviously. And you can buy them from just people like me. And we sell them for, very often people just sell them for a bit cheaper. Okay, so that's not a card. So now any land drop, we're gonna have to counter. This is the problem with Scapeshift, right? It's just they're so far ahead because not only do they ramp, but now like at this point their lands just kill me. And I think that it's not like it used to be before. I think that they never ran out of lands now because they're playing a bazillion. Okay, so they do have the land. Okay, so we just died. Yeah, that's just like textbook, right? This is just how the matchup goes. Not much to do there. We won't Gust, we won't Dispute, Veils, and Ashiox. Bolt, Helix. Fairy is good. Force is kind of necessary, unfortunately. Can go with something like this. But yeah, to answer your question, usually what I do is there's the Card Hoarder website, which sells sticks. And right now, tickets are selling for $94 a ticket. But you have to pay fees and stuff. So I sell them for that same amount. They were 97 last month. But they are usually around there. All right. Price match guarantee. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is kind of the nuts here. Damn it, stupid Ashley. I think we're just about for Udo here. If it gets countered, we don't care. And if it doesn't, like it looks like it doesn't, we get to ramp a little bit. And we don't really care about anything that my opponent can do this coming turn. Yeah, I still think it was not correct for us to go turn 3 to Fairy. Because we just get got by a mana leak or something. Like, we'd rather just like run the card that we don't care about getting countered. And if they tap out, we can either Teferi or Ashiok. Hell, we can even Big Tef. So we're gonna Ashiok, I think. Do we Ashiok or do we Teferi, actually? Both of them are very good lines for us. We can also Big Teferi. I think Little Teferi is going to be more important though. But Ashiok is so good with my opponent having a Ren there. I think I'm going to go for Ashiok. Mill ourselves. And this. Plus on Snow-Covered Forest. Pass the turn. Moto League wait times. Yep. Huh. Interesting. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Should I? No, I shouldn't. Oh, what's the line here? What is the line? I think we blow this up and we just plus on our field. That's actually not a good strategy because of their Ren. Just realized that. And I kind of don't want to bring the Ashy up below 3 because it dies to Lightning Bolt. I think we just Uro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. One, two, three, four. 5. Okay, so now we have an Uro, which can kill our opponent's Ren, so they need to do something about it. We on 8 minutes. Jeez, brutal. Alright, my opponent just gave up. I mean, if we can find a draw like that one, I think we're going to be fine. I still don't think that we want Purge, but we definitely want Gust. I imagine Ashiok did a lot of work in that game. We don't know, obviously, but I'm pretty sure that Ashiok did a lot of work in that game. I think we keep this. Put in Moles to 6. Land. We could mana leak that. I don't think that's what we want to do. Yeah, they get ahead on mana. They get to fix their mana too, but I think that I'd rather try to fetch here. Okay, no cryptic mana and no... What's his name mana either. No charm mana. Land? Another Ice Fang. Land? Another Ice Fang. God damn it. Can we find land here? Land? Yes. That tells a lot about my hand, obviously, but not much we can do. Opponent still has no cryptic mana. What is this? 5 mana, Yorion? Oof. That's good for us. Yorion for no value. Now they draw the Snow Career Island. Brutal. Yeah, they can't really attack. Blue. Plus here. And I think we're going to slam an Ashiok here. Big game. Big game there. No need to minus just yet. Playing defense here. We still have one Ice Fang in the tank. Opponent just concedes. Wow, we got there. Ashiok, baby. Ashiok. I start to understand why people actually play Ashiok in their decks. I hate when people do it, but 80%, baby, 80%, the best percent. What is it? 222. So I have to finish the stream. I think we're gonna have time for another league. Yeah, I think we're gonna have time. So we're gonna play another league with this list. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.